Welcome to this episode of What's Happening in Waupaca. I am Joni Kern. This is particularly special this morning because we are helping to honor veterans on Memorial Day at the King Cemetery. I happen to be talking with Mary Prawl, who has been working here at King, or did work here for about 30 years, right?
36 years. Mm-hmm.
So you have a ton of knowledge about the history of King and the significance of the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, when I started working, which was in 1960, there of course weren't so many burials. The census at the home was maybe 200-300 people less, but it was very important. A special day. We went all out, had orders for what everybody had to do, and not so many volunteers at the time. We had residents of the home, some of them that were able-bodied, would come and set flags on the grave, and some of the veterans organizations and auxiliaries and the scouts. And it just grew, you know, the more volunteers we were able to recruit, it just grew, and people show up now. They're really excited to come. And a lot of them are visiting family members or friends who are buried here, and I have relatives buried here. I'm going to be buried here. So my husband and I. Mm-hmm.
This is quite, I mean, this really is quite the grounds here.
Beautiful.
Tell me a little bit about the significance of Memorial Day. Lots of us see it as a holiday and a 3-day weekend, but there's a huge significance here. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's honoring the war dead, but we're honoring all veterans now, you know, showing our appreciation for remembering what they did and being thankful to them for what they did. So it's
one of the things that I was doing when I was just looking around here this morning, because one of my philosophies and my husband's philosophy was that when you join the service, you really are writing out a blank check to preserve my way of life.
Exactly right, yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's really special. And I look at all of these people, and there are headstones from the Spanish-American War and the Indian Wars and World War I, and that those men were willing to fight for this country and our freedoms is beyond the greatest gift we can receive.
Mm-hmm. Some of them, they don't know what they're getting into, but they're willing to go. And I'm thinking, you know, myself of World War II veterans, but all veterans, you know, they're special. They're so special.
They are, and I have some friends who are veterans as well, and I watch them. We have always kind of thought that they come home and they're fine. That isn't necessarily the truth.
No, it's not. There's, you know, this PS or post-traumatic stress disorder that happened to veterans in past wars too, but it's now surfacing, especially for our Vietnam boys and boys that are fighting now, boys and girls that are fighting now, you know, and I'm quite sure the home is really getting involved in developing programs for them, special, you know. So we keep current. That's the thing. You know.
That's great, and King is super at taking care of our veterans and taking care of the people. So what did you, in your 36 years of working here at King, what did you do, Mary?
Well, when I first started working here, actually, I was involved in getting the burials set up, and then I just, over the years, had many tasks, of course, but working as a secretary and executive assistant to the commandant was utmost. And the new ones that came in, you kind of had to show them the ropes, you know.
Well, and Amber just shared with me a few minutes ago, you worked under 6 different commandants.
Mm-hmm. Starting with Gil Stordock. He became commandant in 1949, I believe. But of course, I didn't start till 1960, but yeah, there were 6 of them.
That's a lot. And that's a lot of time. You've seen a lot of growth at King.
A lot of changes, of course, you know, and good changes. So, you know, it's just, I'm proud to have worked here. I really am.
Absolutely. And we're great to see you out here this morning celebrating. We have a beautiful day for it.
Yeah, just perfect.
After the last 3 or 4 days of rain, this is ordered.
Mm-hmm. It was ordered, yes, I'm sure.
Yep.
Our chaplains said prayers, I'm sure.
For a beautiful blue sky this morning, and the amount of people that are here is just phenomenal.
It is. They come and they just, well, I've seen, especially today, several Vietnam veterans that were in the service, and they're here to pay their respects and to assist with the flag placing, and I've heard them, I listened to some of their comments,
Yeah.
So we're very proud.
So what is all happening today here?
Well, the Waterside program starts at 9:30 over in front of the Martin Center, and that's very impressive. They put the wreath out on the lake, and some of the organization ladies and men, they have things they say to the crowd, and then they march over here in parade form, and I believe the band is part of that, and then the program over here has our guest speakers and the ladies place wreaths here too, so it's very impressive.
So this is an all-day affair, or is it all morning?
No, it's just the morning. And then people stay around, of course, and come over to the cemetery and look at the graves and take pictures, and it's just, so special.
Well, and you know what? Thanks so much, Mary, for sharing your time.
Glad to do it.
Not only being of service to all of the veterans, and you're married to a World War II veteran, of course, Korea. Sorry about that. But we really do want to help instill in everybody that Memorial Day is great. We have a day off. We have a 4-day work week this week. It's a wonderful time to spend with friends and family, but we need to spend some time honoring the men and women who have given their lives, whether they're alive now or dead, they have given their lives for our freedom.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's exactly right. So
thanks again, Mary. You have a wonderful day.
And you also.
And we will see you next time on our new episode. Welcome to our Pet of the Month segment. I am Joni Kern. I'm here with Monica Gardner. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
This is actually, we're doing a special taping at the Humane Society, and it happens to be Memorial Day. And what is absolutely cool is that we have 2 dogs that are named military names. What are they?
Army and Marine.
So you have Marine, I believe. And I'm holding Army. They are freshly bathed, so the towels are because they're wet and they're shivering and they're cold, right?
Right.
How old are these guys?
These guys are probably about 6.5 weeks now.
So they're very young and they're not ready for adoption quite yet, but they will be pretty soon. They'll be neutered. They're both boys.
Right. And we need a couple more weeks to get another round of vaccinations into them and get them big enough so that we can neuter them.
So what mix are they? They're healers, right?
Probably 3/4 blue healer and 1/4 golden retriever.
Wow, that's why because I'm a golden retriever fan.
I'm confused. These are the 3/4 blue healer, 1/4 collie. We have some other ones too.
Okay, and you picked up, is this part of the puppies of 12?
No, there was 8 of them.
Oh, these are 8. So we have this litter. Now, the one thing to keep in mind, of course, is that healers are high energy dogs, right? So they're great for joggers and bikers and people who are outside and active all the time.
Right, or if you have a working farm.
Are they good cow dogs?
Sheep, I think, is what they're mostly for chasing, but probably could help you round up the cows too.
Well, there you go.
Geese or whatever.
Geese can use rounding. Geese could use rounding up. So, okay, well, thanks for being with us today. Is there anything special we want to mention about the Humane Society?
It's spring. Spay and neuter your pets, please.
And you still have your low-income spay-neuter program, right?
Yes, we do. You can come in and apply to get on the list, and we'll get you worked in as soon as we can.
Because I know that's going on, but yes, spay and neuter cats and dogs and make sure that we don't have any more strays or unwanteds. So thanks, Monica. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.